Divine Masculine, hello and welcome back to my channel, Lumen Moon Tarot. I'm here to do your collective reading, just to see how your energy is going to be for the next week, So anyway, this is for the collective. It may not resonate with everyone. If it doesn't resonate with you, it's okay, don't worry, just click off and visit a different reader on YouTube. There's plenty of great tarot card readers out there. This channel is for adults only. I may or may not have a Girl Scout cookie while I'm sitting here. If that offends anyone, just don't panic, click off, visit another tarot card reader. There's plenty of great ones out there. All right. So, Divine Masculine. Oh, by the way, yeah, the box, that's my cat's playpen. Just so you know, I don't keep him in a box. That's his playpen area for his catnip, because he's really violent with his catnip, okay? So anyway, your overall energy, Divine Masculine, is this. You want this. This is what you want. It's the Ace of Cups, and it's the holy grail of love, okay? It's the one. You want the one, and you see clearly exactly who it is. Like you know who this person is, and you know what you want, and you see clearly what it is. You're all in your emotions right now. They're completely overflowing. And you're letting them flow, they may be changing. Your emotions may be changing, and your moods may be changing in and out with the phases of the moon. So be mindful of that. But yeah, you see clearly what it is that you want. You're in your emotions about it, and you see the one that you love in everything. I'm also hearing music. So you may be writing music and letting that just kind of flow out of you as creative energy, for all this emotion. You may be hearing songs on the radio that trigger emotion. I got that in a different reading too. I think it was for Cancer, but excuse me. Someone may really need to speak about something, Divine Masculine, because my throat always closes up with you guys for some reason. Anyway, what you want is a new beginning. This is a new beginning, and I also see the aces somewhat as clarity, because you kind of see clearly what it is that you want, But you want something stable. You want commitment. It looks like Pentacles can stand for commitment. First card off is the Hierophant. The Hierophant is like the Pope in the deck. He's all about doing the right thing. Commitment, traditional ways. He's not going to allow bullshit to go on for very long. And he actually stopped whatever bullshit you were in that didn't properly serve you for what it is that you want, right? This new beginning. An Ace of Cups and Ace of Pentacles, right? Something stable and committed. He blew it up. He blew up a foundation that you were in that really no longer served a purpose. It wasn't built on a stable foundation for you, so he blew it up. Because you have to build something better, okay? I'm also feeling Divine Masculine. I'm having a hard time communicating. I don't know why. I think your energy is sort of all over the place. On one hand, I feel that you have this sadness about you. And then you have this fear, and then you have this, it's almost like you're excited because you finally realize, like, boom, I feel an epiphany in all of this. Like, you do have clarity. And you know, honestly, as I say that, do you notice this? The Hierophant has shed the light on pretty much whatever it is that the divine wants you to see, okay? And it blew up the tower, okay? So they pretty much brought it down for you so that you can have, you know, have a chance at your new beginning, okay? This commitment, this is what they want for you. And, you know, honestly, you're so emotional, you're in your emotions right now, and you know what it is that you want, and you clearly see what it is that your heart wants, you know? So yeah, they had to shed some light on whatever it was that was stopping or at least delaying this beginning here with the Queen of Cups. Okay, now this could stand for Cancer, Scorpio, or, well, it's usually Cancer. I just see it as Cancer, okay? But it could be a water sign, all right? But yeah, this is a woman here. This is a queen, and she's a woman who is very loving. Excuse me. No, I'm not sick. It's just that something's stuck and needs to come out, Divine Masculine. So anyway, so she sits at her throne and she holds this cup of love, and she has so much love in this cup to give, okay? Cancers are usually the mother sign too, you know, the mother of all the signs. Or the best mother in all the signs, really. So very loving, very kind, very just has their heart on their sleeve kind of person, okay? Excuse me. Oh my gosh, Divine Masculine, what the... All right, somebody needs to speak. So anyway, this tower came down, but this is who you want your new beginning with here, Divine Masculine, is this, well, signs don't really matter, this Queen of Cups. All right, because the divine has brought in the Hierophant. The Hierophant has shed the light on what you need to see, has given you clarity, clarity, clarity. And someone is getting justice in this situation. In this Three of Cups here, this woman, this is a kind of a celebratory card, but it can also be considered as a third party card. So because of a third party is what I'm hearing. Because of a third party, this woman is now being put up on a pedestal for... Jeez, Divine Masculine. For basically how she's carried herself through the situation with grace. Oh, you guys have to speak. I'm sorry. Excuse me. All right, I just need to get through this reading, okay? I really need to get these messages out. Oh, but this woman is up on a pedestal. This woman is held up on a pedestal, and she's receiving help from the divine, okay? Direct help from the divine. She's held in high esteem. She's held high. But, so this could actually, yeah, you're more than likely, this is Divine Feminine. And born from this third-party situation is going to be her justice. The divine is having her up on this pedestal and giving her assistance. No, it looks like justice is coming in this person's favor for Divine Feminine. Okay. But Divine Masculine, you really want victory in the situation. This is the Chariot. It stands for Cancer. Jeez. Oh my gosh, no, I'm not sick. Hasn't happened. This hasn't been like this at all until I sat at this table and started doing this reading. Oh, somebody needs to speak. My goodness. Okay, so anyway, the Chariot stands for Cancer. And you want victory in this situation. You want to ride in. You know, this is also like aggressive energy. Okay, this is very aggressive energy. Like, you want to come in and claim that victory. Okay, riding in from a battle, coming in hot. Oh my goodness. Something is like stuck. It's totally stuck. Totally stuck. Okay, that might resonate with somebody. Someone's totally stuck. Can't speak. Can't communicate. Or is having a really extremely hard time communicating. All right, Divine Masculine, let's make it through this reading, okay? God, I'm so sorry. Somebody needs to speak up. Someone needs to speak up. Anyway, yeah, you want victory in this situation. You're riding in hot. You want to come in hot. This is aggressive energy, okay? This is the judgment for this, is that you're coming. The judgment is that you feel compelled. You feel aggressively compelled to come in the direction of your divine feminine for victory in this situation. Okay. That's the judgment in this, is that you want to come in. Your overall energy is that you're in, this is a completion. This is, you can't handle any more of these burdens and these thoughts put upon you, okay? They've been shown to you by the divine, and now even the divine is realizing, stop. They can take no more of looking at their own demons here and their own problems and their own things that they've done wrong, that they have to pay penance for, you know. It's literally made this person pass out. Like, they can't handle any more burdens than this, okay? Again, you know, this is coming right after a tower here. Right after a tower, over a person that you feel is like your empress too, you know. Empress, this is a person who could possibly be pregnant, okay. But this is a person who, you know, this is your divine feminine. This is normally my divine feminine card, okay. She's highly intuitive. She's every queen in the deck rolled up into one. So she could be any sign at all, you know, any, she could be any of them. She's beautiful, she's smart, she's been put through the ringer and paid her karmic debts and learned her life lessons very well, and you know, she's got everything down to the detail, okay. She's everything here, and that's who you're burdened about, and you've been in stagnancy over this, not wanting to move, really not wanting to do anything about it, and just just not doing anything, just hanging there. The complete stagnancy, no communication. You know, this person here who hangs here, Divine Masculine, he's hanging up in chains, right, by his ankles. And you would think that he's bound there, but he's not. His hands are free, and he can get himself out of his chains, but he just doesn't. He just hangs there. Okay? Well, and that's, you know, that's part of the burden, is that you're not really moving. The stagnancy is burdensome for you. Here now we have another Queen of Cups, right? You want to, and this fell right over the Chariot and being in hangman position. Once again, this is your second Queen of Cups. This is, you want this offer of love. This is an emotional, you may be in your emotions here as well. Of course, we already knew that. But this also stands for Cancer, okay? This is your second Queen of Cups card in the second deck, okay, of your reading. She is shown as being pregnant, so that may resonate with someone, not all of you, but some of you, okay? But yeah, she has love in that cup to offer. And she's the most loving queen in the deck. So if you're going to get a love offer from any queen, hope that it's this one, if it's love that you want. If it's love and emotion and affection that you want, it would be this queen. Okay? Yeah, and you want, you know, you want to come riding in. You want to come riding in. Now, we already know that you have aggressive energy. This is also aggressive energy, Divine Masculine. And your words could be cutting, or something that a message that you need to get out to this person may be very cutting. Okay? I think that's part of the burden, is this communication with this person. You know, and it's got you feeling stuck and in limbo, you know, stagnancy. Okay? You're all up in your emotions, like I said. You know, the King of Cups, that cup, you know, he's overflowing with emotion. This king is all about emotions. And by the way, it is a matching pair with the Queen of Cups that you want to come to. Okay, you're highly emotional about her. There's been deceptive energy, you know, there's hurt, there's loss, there's, I usually see the Five of Cups as bereavement and guilt and betrayal. Take it however it resonates with you, but, and that's also got you overflowing with emotion here. You know, overflowing with emotion. Yeah. Yeah, but because there was a happy home, or either there was a happy home life that you had planned, and it's come to its completion now, and all of these cups are knocked over, or all of these cups are knocked over because something that you wanted is now coming to completion. Okay, that you wanted. This is abundance, wish fulfillment, happy life, happy wife, happy family, happy, everything abundant, everything wonderful. Okay, but it's completed now. This is the end of, you know, this is the completion of a cycle. But you know, when you complete a cycle, a new one has to begin. But this is more of a completion card for me. Yeah, and it's got you brokenhearted right now, you know. You know, it's like I said, it could have been deceptive energy. Like, were you deceived where you were, perhaps, and that's completed now. That's part of your justice. That's how I'm kind of reading it too, coming down in this row. You know, there's one person here that was in a third party situation. The divine has now put her on a pedestal and is giving her assistance. That's the justice in this. While in the meantime, somebody else, you, may be suffering a loss because your third party situation that you thought would be abundant and wonderful and happy is now complete. And now you feel like you've been deceived. Yeah, I feel like you've been deceived. You feel like you've been deceived. I hope that makes sense, because, it's getting late, and I really need you guys to speak your mind, though, because seriously, that was really bad. Choking here. All right, yeah, what messages do you have for the divine, please? I'm going to use some flashcards now, Divine Masculine. If you aren't used to my readings, I use homemade decks and I read flashcards. I can usually sometimes I can get more information off the flashcards than I get anywhere else. Yeah, this is going within. Okay, so you may also have some healing to do, but I'm seeing this is more of my Hermit card. This is going within, trying to figure out, one, possibly trying to control this aggressive energy that you have here, okay? You have some aggressive energy here just because I'm seeing this more as a drive. I'm seeing this more as a drive than aggression. You've got this strong, intense drive to come back into the situation quickly, okay? And that is the judgment here, that you want victory in this, okay? But, there was a tower that just came down. There's a completion here of another situation that I'm reading it as another situation. Oh, no, not again. Maybe that's what you need to talk about. Is you need to maybe tell your Divine Feminine about this completion of this other situation. Perhaps, I don't know. Take it however it resonates for you. But you're going into Hermit energy here to try to figure all of this stuff out, pick it apart. Your central focus is that you're already in stagnancy. You can't take it anymore. You've been in stagnancy for too long, and that's part of the burden, Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot to climb. That's a heavy burden. These are burdens. This is an obstacle. There's something in the way. There's an obstacle here. It could be the no communication thing, because that's becoming an obstacle just for this reading alone. Like, I'm having a really hard time just breathing. What else can you show us, Divine? Yeah, Divine Masculine. So, I think for the next week, yeah, you just need to stop. Okay, so that's how you're feeling for the next week, Divine Masculine. Look, there's another obstacle in the way. Maybe you've had a discovery of something that now is new and different. Now you have an obstacle, a new obstacle here that's kind of put a dead halt on things for a minute, okay? You're going within to try to pick this apart too. You could be an earth sign, Virgo, picking things apart. When you go within, you're thinking of ways to overcome this obstacle so you can turn that stop sign into a green light, okay? What else can you show us, Divine? I hope this is resonating with someone, because this has been a really difficult reading. I think you're having a really difficult time. You just can't handle these burdens anymore. You just can't handle them anymore. Yeah. You need some refreshment. You need some nourishment. You want you want something refreshing. You want to kind of escape this. You want to escape this situation for a while because it's just too much. You can't take anymore. So that's one of the reasons why you're going within too. That's kind of an escape for you at this point. That's too many cards, Divine. What else can you show us about the situation? I kind of want that too, actually, right now. That looks pretty good. What can you show us, Divine? Yeah, for the next week, I think you're going to be... Alright, I think you're going to be... You know what you want. You've had clarity. So during this time, knowing what, sometimes Divine Masculine, realizing something that brings us things. Okay, sorry about that, Divine Masculine. What I was saying was sometimes being shown the light has been shed on some things, and they've made your tower come down. Okay? Your tower, that brought down your tower, brought down everything. It was a tower moment, at least. And sometimes when that happens and you get all that information and you have epiphanies and you see things for what they are, and the light is shed on things, and the divine actually steps in to show you things themselves. Look, Divine Masculine, the divine is actually with you. They're showing you this shit, okay? And sometimes when you get information coming at you like this, it's a shock. It is a shock. It's a shock to your system. You may be experiencing headaches. You may be experiencing tingling sensations at your scalp. You may be experiencing itchy noses and an itchy face. You may be experiencing just complete exhaustion and moments of just being so tired and so in such a deep sleep, but waking up feeling like you've been through a battle. Let's see. You may be feeling different moods at different times. That, there's a lot that you're going through, okay? And, maybe going within for just stopping. This is what you're going to do anyway for the next week. Stopping, going within, and processing, I guess. Processing all of this information. My face is itching. I can't breathe. Oh, you guys. I just have to make it through this reading. Okay, so you're going to go within and process all of this clarity that's been given to you, because it's tough on your system to realize that much in such intense feelings, okay, and emotions, right? Intense feelings and emotions, right? I mean, look at all the intensity, intense feelings and emotions. This is all that you're going through, Divine Masculine. These are all burdens, troubles, and, tower moments, to full-on towers coming down for some of you. Feeling in aggressive behavior, aggressive mood swings, feeling in your feelers, perhaps, if you're taking on any feminine energy in the cups, overflowing love, the Holy Grail cup of love, the King of of Cups who's always in his emotions overflowing, more aggressive energy here. I mean, you know, maybe stopping for a little while to process all of this internally isn't such a bad idea. Okay, I have to say, Divine Masculine, maybe it's not. I mean, let's face it, you know, the story goes and most of you are in a really crappy relationship right now that you feel stuck in, okay? That's the story. Now, this may not resonate with all of you, but for some of you it may. So I'm gonna just put it out there. You're stuck. You screwed up so bad. It's like you did it to yourself and all, but but you didn't realize you were going to get this stuck. And I firmly believe that you know, maybe it could have just been a mistake for some of you. You know, you came in with poor intentions for your Divine Feminine. But either way, you know, if you're going through an awakening, no matter what you did and how it was done, and, you know, what your story is, if you're going through an awakening now where you're being shown from the divine all of this info, right? They're shedding the light on everything. You know exactly what you want. Even though this process has already taken quite some time, you know what? To process this information, this is huge, life-changing kind of information for you. And when I say life-changing, I really do mean life-changing. Knowing exactly what you want and having that go-getting kind of attitude with the Chariot. You know what I mean? That driving force to get what you want. That's life-changing. Realizing and seeing, what did I call it? You know, seeing the stuff that gets in the way. Seeing the stuff that gets in the way for exactly what it is. You know, and taking the time to kind of just stop, go within, process it all. Process it all. Come back out feeling refreshed. You know, maybe that's right now, that's not such a bad idea. It's going to happen anyway. It's in your cards. It's in your cards. Yeah, that's for the next week, Divine Masculine. Let's see how your emotions actually look. These cards were all pre-shuffled, by the way. Comforted. You're feeling comfortable anyway. Reassured and consoled. So maybe there's somebody with you. You could be with your children too. You know, you could be with your children, cuddling them, giving them love, you know. That would definitely make you feel comfortable, or, you know, comforted and reassured and consoled, nourished, definitely. You know, you could be spending a lot of time in bed all curled up too. You are kind of gone within. You may have isolated yourself, and that's your comfortable spot, you know, right now. How else does Divine Masculine feel during this time? And, you know, just having the clarity in a way, even though it's difficult, even though it's difficult to have that clarity, there's something about having this clarity and at least knowing, you know, finally seeing things for what they are, that is comforting, okay? Once you start processing it all, because it gives you a direction, it gives you a starting point, it gives you a reason for what it is that you're doing, you know? But yeah, you're also feeling ashamed, because the divine has shown you, they've shown you and you can't take it anymore. They've shown you your own demons. This is your own demons. You've been shown how each one of those swords is how you made someone feel. Each one of those swords is a major mistake, an intentional mistake, doing wrong in some way, doing harm to yourself. And the divine has said, stop, no more, no more. And it's making you feel ashamed, unworthy, disgraced, humiliated. Okay? That's how you're feeling for the next week. Hopefully not the entire week. And you know, if you look at this shadow figure too, but you're proud of your accomplishments, you're proud, you're feeling like you're going to be victorious. And you're feeling masterful, like you're getting a handle on, this is what I'm talking about. Even though you got all this information here, you've mastered at least something to the point where you can recognize everything for what it is. All the obstacles, that's the word I was looking for. You recognize an obstacle for exactly what it is, just an obstacle. Okay, when it comes to getting what you want and knowing what you want and seeing, being shown what you need to change, being shown what the actual issues were, being shown who's going to get the justice and who's getting judgment, being shown everything from the divine. Now you know what an obstacle is. You can see things for what they are. You're going to go within, take a little breather, just stop for a second. I need to go within and figure this out, process it. That's what you've mastered here, and you should be proud of that. Now you're starting to take control. Now you should be proud that you've trusted in the divine. You've trusted in the divine. Okay? Someone with your best interest at heart. You've trusted, you're finally listening to the divine, seeing things. You're getting clarity, finding out what it is that you want, you know, and going for it, wanting to take that action. But knowing when to take the time to process this. Perhaps work out a plan, a way, you know. And when I got a card flipped up here, 2 of them. Inspired and worried. Okay, so here's the thing, Divine Masculine. Perhaps too you are, remember what I said? Didn't I say something earlier about music? Something about music, perhaps writing music. This person is writing a musical song. They're inspired out of all of this thinking, when they're going within and thinking how to fix all of this, all of these burdens here they can't take anymore. They're moved by this. Of course they are. The divine's in your heart now, showing you the truth. And you're moved by it, stimulated, challenged. You want to, you know, you may be hearing music in a different way. You may be hearing, I'm seeing the lyrics maybe popping out at you now. You know, I'm noticing too, every song on the radio is truly about the divine twin flame journey. Maybe not everyone, but you know, most of them, if you really, really listen closely. And it does kind of mess you up once in a while, you know what I mean? But yeah, you're hearing things in the music. You're seeing signs. These are all signs that these are signs. You're getting signs from the divine. You're seeing signs in the shapes of the clouds and in the sky, and in the phases of the moon. You're seeing signs with the animals, with birds and animals, and how they react and when they show up. And signs in music lyrics, everything that you hear. You're getting signs and synchronicities everywhere, and you're writing them down. Perhaps you've been inspired to write a letter to divine feminine. That might be for some of you, which is a great plan, actually. There's nothing like something that you can reread. You know, you can't always re-listen to a phone conversation, and you may react differently when you first show up. You know, someone's taken off guard. But if somebody got a letter, they'd be able to reread it. They'd have time to process it too. But yeah, you're getting synchronicities everywhere. You're getting synchronicities everywhere, which is what's going to happen anyway when you have an awakening. When you have an awakening, you start actually seeing things. You're also very worried. There may be somebody in your family who is sick. That's not going to be for everyone, of course, but I hope everyone is well. But you're very worried, concerned, troubled, uneasy. That's how you feel right now. Wondering if somebody is sick out there for the next week. I hope nobody's out there having this much of a hard time. A child may be sick. You may just be worried about the situation with your divine feminine. You know. Anything else you want to show us for divine masculine? I think that might be about it, divine masculine. I'm really sorry. You know, I have to apologize. Yeah, and you're envious. Ooh. Jealous. Suspicious, possessive. So divine masculine, it seems to me that you may be watching your divine feminine and she may be beginning to move on. This is kind of a stalker card. I'm also seeing in this picture that it may not be online. It may actually be following your divine feminine, watching who she's with, lurking outside. You know, feeling jealous, possessive, watching her as she has a new beginning with someone else. Okay, for the next 7 days, in the next week. Well, probably more than 7 days, so it's gonna be more like 9 days. Yeah, and this is making you feel just absolutely disgusted. And trust is in the reverse here. So, you know, you're disgusted by what you see. You're disgusted by your own actions. You're disgusted by the situation. But watching your divine feminine with another, that jealousy, that possessiveness, that envy, you know, someone else is touching divine feminine. And you're watching it in this picture. And it's making you feel so disgusted and nauseated. And you just, you know, you don't trust the situation. Trust is in reverse here. But I gotta tell you, I mean, no, you know, it's gonna be different for everybody, so, yeah. All right. Okay, divine masculine, I think that's a wrap. I hope you guys have an all right week, okay? I'll get back with you in probably 9 days. Let's say 9 or 10 days, something like that. Another week, okay? You can make it a week. But, you know, I hope your week goes well. I hope everyone is healthy. I hope you can, you know, take care of yourself and your families, and have a great week, and thank you for your likes, subscribes, your likes, subscribe, shares, and donations and comments. You guys are great. I appreciate all the attention. And we'll see you next week. Peace out.